Ready? That was horrible. Why would you do that to me?
Because it's season 2, bitch.
Can we even really say that we had a season 1 though?
Yeah, we had 4 episodes.
Actually, we recorded like 15. They just didn't go anywhere.
There were videos, though, that we had. YouTube videos.
I don't want to talk about it. I also need you to know that I almost picked up a candle to drink it instead of my water cup.
Can you just... Girl, listen, I get that it's season 2. But we need to get it together. Or I will continue to lick my microphone
No,
for you.
no.
I will. I'll do it.
I didn't. This is a podcast that's clearly not meant for anybody else because it's just Riley and I being absolute dingbats. So if you're here and you're not Riley or I from the future, go away. This ain't for you. It's not for you. This is your warning right now to quit, leave, never come back here. You're not here. You're not supposed to be here. It's not for you.
It's not for you.
Not for you.
End of story, period, end of sentence.
Yeah. No, not you, man. Anyway, today we're going to talk about my bachelorette party.
We sure are.
We're not going to talk about the whole thing. We're just going to talk about the parts of my bachelorette party that were hilarious and amazing and life-changing and great. If you don't know me, you wouldn't know that I really don't love parties. I don't love crowded places. I didn't want like a whole Vegas weekend where we do typical movie bachelorette party things. I just like was not interested in that at all. Instead, what we did was we went to a different Midwestern city to go to a botanical garden and to see Six the Musical.
Both of which I had never experienced.
I cannot believe that in our friendship, I have never taken you to a Six Flags Great America, nor to a botanical garden. Like, those are two of my favorite things, and just, what have I done for you? Nothing.
To be fair, you no longer live in the state where Six Flags Great America resides in. And what botanical garden would we have gone to?
Truthfully, the Arboretum in the town I formerly lived in.
Oh, I've been there.
That's a botanical garden. Girl, what?
But it's not indoors, is it? The last time I went, I was like maybe 7.
No. The state I live in, the town I used to live in, that Arboretum.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Arboretum in the state that I live in.
No,
That's on the way to
not
the city.
the mall. We're not talking about the mall. We're talking about the outdoor garden extravaganza.
Oh, I have not been there.
Yeah, I'm a bad friend. I'll rectify that the next time you come. Anyway, I stand by my choice not to take you to a Six Flags Great America on the sheer fact that, like, I don't think your heart condition would do good there.
No, you don't think?
No, there are just a lot of really intense roller coasters with warnings. Like, if you have a heart condition, don't go on these things. It's kind of like the Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't, like, there's no biscuit I'm interested in risking it for in terms of Six Flags Great America.
Okay.
So, anyway.
Yeah.
We need to start with the domes, okay?
Yes.
There were 3 domes. The, like, floral outer space dome, the desert dome, and where I want to put my future home, the tropical dome.
The tropical dome. I feel like you just need a greenhouse at one point.
Yes.
With just tropical plants in it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would like to turn this office into a greenhouse.
I mean, honestly, it's the perfect spot for it. I mean, you
That's
need
what
to
I'm
see
saying.
like
Thank you.
you need to see where like the sun hits it during the day.
Are you
But the
telling me you
fact that it
don't love
leads
the
out to
natural
your
light glow coming from this side of me?
coming from the what?
I have the like screen door open on the door to the deck.
Oh, I can't see it. No, I love the glow from the soon. I miss it because all I get is the overcast look of the clouds over here. The soon is out today though. Well, but what I mean is like if the tropical plants like the soon, you want to make sure that the soon is beating down on that room all day long. Or if they don't like the soon, then you don't want that room to be there because if the sun beats down on it all day,
It really doesn't.
then the plants will be mad.
House blocks a lot of it. It's been blue skies the last 2 days here, and that's been really lovely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really made up for the fact that it's now like 30 degrees again. And I want a cocoon in a blanket in my apartment until it's not. But yeah, you need like a greenhouse full of tropical plants. And if you can turn that room in your house into a greenhouse that has that, I mean, it already leads out to the back of your house, to the deck.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying.
Anyway,
I feel like you got a greenhouse conversion in your future.
No, please. My fiance, whilst perfect and amazing and a gift to the world, that's not going to be in the budget. Anyway, what was your favorite? What was your favorite dome, Riley?
I don't know if I necessarily had no, actually, I really like the desert dome because I love cactuses. I like that they look weird. And so there are a lot of weird plants for me to feast my eyes upon. I took lots of pictures. I took like a total of maybe 4 pictures of people and maybe like 50 pictures of plants. I really liked in the like showcase dome the fun little space theme that they had.
That was really
I
sweet.
thought that was really fun. And then also randomly intermixed with that space theme, Thomas the Train.
Stop, I forgot.
Like I felt like that really those two things really complemented each other really well. Like look at all the planets and look at all of the space themed like space movie Easter eggs that we have scattered around. And also there's Thomas the Train.
Can I give you my rendition of that experience?
Yes.
Look at these
please.
beautiful celestial color-coded flowers and cute little figurines from different fandoms and also these face-filled trains. If you don't love the face that's currently on them, don't worry. We have like 30 different just face circles lying on a table. Come view our delightfully removed face circles.
I love that they were sorted too by the train.
Yeah.
I had to send a picture to Quinn because he was obsessed with Thomas when we were little. And I was like, I just need you to know that I'm surrounded by hundreds of beautiful plants from all over the globe.
And also, these train
also
faces.
Thomas the Train. So I thought that was a really nice touch. And I really did love the flowers that were in that dome. I've got a bias towards flowers. I definitely really like them. My favorite like cactuses are the ones that like have random little flowers peeking out from them. So that was really fun. And then I I just love like just how absolutely chaotic all of the tropical plants are. They're
Oh my
just
goodness.
like some of them just don't bloom at night. Why? Because they can. They're like the Aries of plants.
We need to go back because the botanical garden we were in does like laser night shows, and
Yeah.
several of the plants only bloom at night, and I need to sniff those flowers. Listen, I'm not trying to be weird,
I
but
agree.
I have to sniff them.
I just would love to document the fact that we were in the first dome of the botanical garden for, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds. And then Callie turns to me and goes, my face hurts. And then immediately
That is not
stuffs
what I
her
said.
face into. What did you say? You said something about like was it your face tickled?
No, that's not what I said either.
Or your nose tickled?
No. Mm-mm.
What?
It's worth knowing, I'm so allergic to pollen. I mean, it's just unrealistic how much my face itches when pollen is in the air. And instead of being a normal person who avoids excess amounts of pollen, instead I'm a person who has to stick my full face into every plant at a botanical garden as well as touch every leaf. I mean, I am embarrassing to go out with in public. Okay, like this is not, nobody wants this for them. Nobody. Nevertheless, we enter this floral dome, the first dome we go in the whole time. We've got 3 domes of sniffing left to do, and what do? Stick my whole extremely allergic face into every flower I can find. And in the first 3 minutes, I've sniffed so many flowers that, first of all, I can't really sniff. And second of all, my face itches. So I
So
walk
she
up
says
to
my
Riley.
face itches. And then immediately shoves her face into another flower.
Yes. I walk up to Riley, face fully in a plant, give it a big, right? You can hear the allergies there. And I go, Riley, my face itches. And then I walked away to go sniff another plant. I couldn't smell that plant. My nose was fully closed.
I think what made it better is that you like essentially whispered it to me. Like you leaned in real close. My face itches. And then like scampered off to go sniff a plant. It was Rachel's face who hurt. She's the one who told me that her face hurt. She's like, I'm gonna go take a breather. No pun intended.
Yeah.
My face hurts. And I was like, fair.
Oh, extremely. Yeah. No, nobody needed that. Okay, your favorite was the desert dome because they looked funny.
Yes.
My favorite was the tropical dome because it was as if I was a tiny ant walking around a forest. Like everything was huge and taller than me and green and hot. And like when you touched the leaves, like when you gave them a good, like one of these, you know what I mean? Like one of these guys. You could feel that they were like thick and juicy and waxy, and like that's a good leaf. If a leaf isn't soft and floofy, if it's like thick, juicy, and waxy, that's a good leaf. And all of the leaves in that room were like that, and I just wanted to put my house like right in the middle.
Right in the center.
Yeah, I want to live there.
Listen, if it wasn't so like ridiculously hot and humid, and like the animals and bugs were just like outrageous, I could see you like moving somewhere tropical.
Listen, bugs.
So that you could be surrounded by those. Yeah, no, bugs, no. Tropical bugs are no.
Hot is a no.
Yeah, no.
Likewise, it's really the bugs for me. I can't do the bugs.
Yeah.
So no.
Well, like all tropical bugs are just outrageous. You got scorpions. You got like ridiculous spiders. You got things that sting. I want none of that. But I want to look at the cool flowers that bloom at night, simply because they like to.
We gotta go back and do that.
I know. We definitely do.
We'll plan it. It'll be a summer activity with my abundance of
Yeah, that'll be.
because it's not like I'm getting married this summer.
No, it's not like you're busy or anything.
Of course not. Why would I be busy?
No,
No,
no, no. We're never doing anything.
never. All right, okay. We had an amazing, beautiful floral experience.
Yes.
We also saw Six the musical. Riley, tell me all about it.
I cold turkey this one. Well, kind of, because we watched some clips of Six the musical
True.
the last
True.
time you visited me. But like that was in August, and I haven't listened to Six the musical since. So I would say cold turkey this one because I didn't remember any of it. Except for like the cool costumes that I see on the news sometimes.
Can we take a pause?
Yeah.
I just want to define when you cold turkey a musical, it's when you watch it and you don't know any of the music, you don't know what's going to happen, you have no idea what you're walking into, you're walking in blind. I coined this term, it's cold turkeying. The guy cold turkeyed seeing Come From Away. It was the best decision I've ever made. That's what Riley's talking about. Okay, play.
Yeah, that Callie did coin that term. She said it in the car on our way back from Milwaukee, and I loved it and have been using it ever since. It was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. I want you to know that I've added the songs to my playlist.
Yes.
So that I can listen to them when I'm driving everywhere. And I also have been singing them basically nonstop since I got home. So it was incredible. It was. See, here's the thing. If I cold turkey something, I don't really have expectations for it because I don't know any of the music. I don't know any of the like premise. Well, I mean, I knew the premise of this, but I don't know any of the like the story or anything. All I knew going into this was that it was like essentially the story of the 6 wives of Henry VIII. And I'm a huge history buff. So, like, of course, I learned about Henry VIII when I was 14 and I'm all in learning about those 6 wives. And what I was not expecting was the way they were going to present to me that information. I didn't realize it was going to be a history remix.
Which is extremely fun.
What I really loved about it that I thought was just like a really cool way to present this was that each one of the wives was based on like pop icons. And so that was really fun for me who listens to pop music to watch and listen to all of the songs that each wife presents and try to like pin out, oh, that was very Beyonce, or oh, that was very Avril Lavigne, or oh, that was very Ariana Grande, because I'm an avid listener of all of them, and well, maybe not Avril Lavigne, but it like know their style of music and dance and everything. So that was really fun to be able to like see characters, like actual nonfiction people, renditions of them based off of other real iconic people. So that was really fun. Callie, what were your thoughts of seeing this musical in person?
Okay, I decidedly did not cold turkey this musical. I knew a lot about it. I have looked up different recordings, videos, bootlegs of different versions of all the different queens. The only thing I didn't do was I didn't look up any of like the queens we were going to see because I was really, really worried going into it that in my mind I have all of my favorite queens like picked out. I know which ones I like the best, you know. And I just want to walk in being like, well, I'm not going to like it because it's not so-and-so. Like, I'm not going to like it because I like this Cleves better, or I like this Bolin better.
Yeah.
You know, the only Aragon in my mind is this one. You know, like I didn't want to like, have preconceived notions about who these queens were going to be before I saw them. So, like, I didn't look up any of their stuff. The only stuff I looked up was, like, I watched Hannah be all the queens, you know, because the British alternate Hannah is my favorite. Period. Full stop. But So like I didn't look into that.
Yeah.
It's been my like dream to see this show for the better part of like 6 months since we left Broadway and didn't see since we didn't see it. And I was so excited to see it. So I hear the like Renaissance music at the beginning, the like dun 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 dun, and I just cry. Just
Yeah.
tears. No one has said a single thing. We haven't even heard the first divorced. Like no silhouette has appeared. I'm just crying,
Yeah.
sobbing, uncontrollable. I mean, it's really quite funny. But I had such a fun time. There's so much that you can't see from this musical if you don't watch it in person. I was originally kind of worried because it's a jukebox that I'd seen everything but 10 minutes of dialogue, and like just the way that they weave this story together, in between the songs, in between, different things going on, like the way that they tie it all together, even if being like a jukebox musical, was just so fun and interesting and funny, and just an experience that you totally miss the musical if all you've ever done is listen to the recordings, because you don't get to see that kind of like tie-in.
Yeah.
Which I loved, and I had such a fun time, and the costumes, which you can Google, are so much more glamorous in person, and the crowns and the hairstyles, which you can see on a simple image, right, like are so much more interesting in person, and the children or the band is like way more fun if you know the history and you see it in person, and
Yeah.
I just have this distinct memory of it being over and like hearing them count it down, because in the American version they count it down like for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more minute, we're 6, right? And they like every minute rest of the show change that number. In the British version they just keep saying 6 more minutes the whole time, which is kind of funny, but
Yeah.
as soon as it started, it hit 5, like for 5 more minutes or 6, I just started crying because I knew it was almost over.
Yeah.
And when it was over, like I was still crying, and I turned to my friend and I just said, like, no, we have to go back, we have to start over, like it can't be over. It's just one of those
Yeah.
musicals that despite its simplicity, I think there's one total costume change. Like the set is the set, except for
Yeah.
one item of furniture comes in, like for a musical that's so simple, it's such a spectacle. It's like
Oh my
watching
gosh.
a pop concert in the best
It
way
is.
possible.
It's like watching a pop festival, like of other
Yeah.
multiple artists, one after the other, all giving their own show, but like together.
Yeah, it's such a fun thing. I think if I was like a die-hard traditionalist in terms of history, I'd be really angry. Because it's a history, right, is what they call it, and the creator of the show is on record before saying, like, it's just as much about the story of these women as it is about your story as a woman.
Yeah.
And so, like, each of the queens is encouraged to bring an aspect of their own personality or their own self or their own story to kind of the show at large. But it's one of those shows that I want to see again and again and again. And, like, my aunt hasn't seen it yet, so she called me the other day to give me some fun news, and she goes, how was it? And I was like, oh my gosh, I cried when it was over, I just want to see it again. And she goes, oh, we'll make that happen, you'll go with me, right? Because I haven't seen it yet. And I was like, yes, please take me with you.
I was gonna say, I'll go with you again. It was so good. I would see it over and over and over again. I had so much fun, and it, like, now that I've heard heard the songs and everything, like, and I'm getting to know the lyrics, I think because like Sam was singing along with everything the whole time. Like every time I looked at her, her mouth was moving, and so. And like she would lead into me, and like I didn't know any words except for that one like TikTok trendy song. But I think it would be so fun to go again, knowing the music and like be able to kind of just like mouth the words along with it. It's not like a concert where you're gonna like be scream singing along with the band. But
That would be so embarrassing.
oh my god, can you imagine?
Okay, I one time went to Wicked with my mom. It was like my birthday gift. And there was a woman 2 rows behind us who was singing. And at the end of the first act, my mom walked up to her and was like, I'm sorry, but this isn't a concert. Please stop singing.
Yeah. That's what she, like, as she should have.
Yes,
It's not a concert. Like I've been there. I've had people sing behind me before, and it's just you're trying to be like in this moment with the show, but you can't be because there's somebody behind you who's taking you out of the moment,
Right.
and it's just not. It's not a concert.
It's not a concert. It's not karaoke. Like you're not. It's not for you. It's not for you.
Yeah, it's not for you. Look at that.
Yeah.
But no, it was super fun, and oh my god, I'm just so glad that was what you wanted to do for your bachelorette. It was perfect for a bachelorette party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think just it was so interesting. In stark contrast, my fiance was talking about a friend's bachelor party, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna fly to this other state, or we'll fly to Vegas, or we'll stay in this like huge house." And like all I wanted was 12 hours with my like 4 favorite people to sniff some plants and see a musical. It's like all I wanted to do.
Yeah, it was so perfect for you. I was thinking about that. Like these are like 2 of the things that you love most in the world, and that's what your bachelorette party is supposed to be. It doesn't necessarily have to be like fly to Vegas and like party until we can't stand on our own 2 feet anymore, and then like you just a craziness.
Nobody
That's just
needed
not.
to, like,
I don't think that's
you know.
right. Like I don't think that was anybody's vibe. Is to like go crazy like that. I don't know. If it is somebody's vibe, that
It's
like
not ours.
that
Yeah.
whatever. It's not ours. Have whatever vibe you like, but this is just like the perfect bachelorette party for you. At least from an outside perspective.
Yeah. No,
you're the person who gets to judge that, but yeah, it seemed like you like might have had a little fun at 6. I don't know. And maybe at the botanical gardens. I'm not so sure about what your feelings are on plants or anything, but it seemed like you maybe had a little bit of a good time there.
So it's a camera, so it's like backwards, but like we got some plants in the background. This one. I couldn't figure out.
I have a fake plant in the background.
Got an Easter egg.
I have an Easter egg plant. It's very soft, and I lay on it all the time. I can't do that with my other succulents, but
I love that Riley can't see my video, so later when she watches this and she explains why I just said I have an Easter egg, she's gonna laugh so hard. Just Riley, I'll post this later.
I can't wait.
You're gonna laugh. We're at timestamp 27:53, so slightly before that. Make sure you just right ahead.
27:53.
Oh yeah.
Point
Anyway.
fake.
I just want to like document this forever. Like I always want to remember that I said this at the end of my bachelorette party. Like my 4 best friends were walking in front of me, and I was just like a little bit behind, crying because I remember thinking to myself like, this was the best day ever, and I'm not ready for it to be over yet. And like just like the happiness and the joy that I felt like on this day, where all we were celebrating was that like I'm getting married, but it felt like a day that was made for me and in such a special way. And like, sure, I planned the day, so it's everything I wanted to do, but just like the way that my friends showed up to like love me and celebrate me and like be a good sport, even if it wasn't their favorite activity, it was just the best gift in the whole world. So I just want to make sure.
Aww. Well, you deserve it, and we love you.
Love y'all too. Okay, Riley, your favorite moment from the day, and I don't mean like, don't tell me 6 the musical is my favorite moment. I want the favorite like specific moment.
Okay. Ooh, that's tough. There are so many good moments. Honestly, oh, this is hard. I have like 5 things in my brain right now. I'm trying to whittle it down really quick.
Give me the top 5, but you gotta give them to me fast.
Okay. So I want to say that okay. so many of them were like during six. I'm trying to. I want to say, okay, so one of my favorites, honestly, I'm not trying to sound like super sappy or anything, but like I'm gonna be for a sec. I think my favorite moment was, well, I'll preface with my runner-up favorite moment. My runner-up favorite moment was during Six the Musical. It was the end of the song where it was the one who survived, where they like
Mark's
all
song,
came in
yeah.
at the end of her song. I like it was like that moment during the musical where I got like goosebumps, you know what I mean? And like every hair on my body stood up. So I would say that's my runner-up favorite moment, because that was just like super cool, and that's my favorite part of every musical that I see, is like that part where the sound is just outrageous and makes me feel just, I don't know, just alive, you know. So that was my favorite part of the musical, I would say. But my actual favorite moment of the day was when you and me, were walking back to the parking garage at the end of like the whole day. And you were talking about like basically essentially what you just said, that like it was just the best day that you could have had, and that like you were so happy and that you didn't want it to be over, because that's the goal, right? Like for your bachelorette party, it like you want it to be a celebration of you, because you're the one, you're getting married, and like the bachelorette party is supposed to be the last hurrah before you get married, and like the big celebration and everything, with not necessarily like every person in your friends and family list, but like you said, your 4 people that you want to spend your day with. And like the fact that we were all walking by or back together after this like super fun day filled with lots of different things that we did, and you turned and said this was just the best day ever, is just like, it just made me so happy to hear, and like just so happy for you. Like I was just so excited that we were able to make this such a special day, and that you had such a special day, and we all had so much fun, and that like we were able to celebrate you in a way that like made you feel so loved and celebrated. That was my favorite part. Was that walk back?
My favorite part was also on the walk back, when like everything was over and I just got to look at my favorite people in the whole world and think about like I will remember this moment and the laughs that we had and like the amazing fun things that we did forever. I think like the permanence of that day was my favorite
Right?
moment, Yeah.
Yeah. Like it was just such a good, it's just such a good like feeling at the end of the day. Like after everything that we'd done all day, is just like, wow, this was just such a great day that we are gonna get to we're gonna get to remember forever. Like it was just such a special thing about that. And that's what it's about, you know?
Yeah. I cannot recommend enough. I think
Okay.
everyone should plan their own bachelorette party. Like, do exactly what you want to do, and then fill it with the people you love the most. Like,
Yeah.
with all the love to all my friends, like, I don't know that anyone would have thought, oh, let's take Callie to this musical she wants to see, and then let's take her to sniff a bunch of plants, But I thought that. I just filled my favorite things with my favorite people. And I'm always going to love this memory.
Yeah.
Plan your own bachelorette party.
I love that
That's
advice.
my advice to all other people. Just plan your own bachelorette party. Just do it. It's fun.
I think that's such good advice. Honestly. Because like who knows you better than yourself?
Oh, truly. And it's not that, like, don't hear what
Right?
I'm not saying. My sister would have planned a great day for me. My friends would have planned a great day for me. Those would have been great days. This day was
Right.
perfect. You know what I mean? You only get so many
Yeah.
perfect days in your life. This one was perfect.
Yeah.
Plan your own bachelorette party. It's great.
Yeah, anybody who's listening, even though this is not for you, this advice is for you. So take note.
This is for you.
If all you listen to of this entire podcast is this, then this is for you.
Here's what you should do.
Yeah.
Instead of recording like a little video to pretend to edit, I'll upload this one to YouTube and you make some highlights of this podcast. Titled, "This advice is for you."
This advice is for you. Everything after this point is not. So
see you later.
what are you still doing here?
Get out.
Get out.
On that note, I think we should actually get out. Like, see you never. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
do season 2. We'll find out.
Yeah, this is the official first episode of season 2.
If this right here, this episode is season 1.5. We're trying to decide if season
That makes it so much funnier knowing that your fiance's favorite Disney movie is Lion King 1.5.
I was actually, if I could calm down long enough, I was going to say it's exactly as awful as Lion King 1.5.
What are you talking about? Lion King 1.5 is a masterpiece.
Lion King 1.5 is a trash heap.
Have you ever heard Dig a Tunnel? It is just the best song.
First of all, it's the only song in the movie. Second of all, my
Peak
fiance
Disney.
sings that to me at least twice a week.
He
Right
sang
here.
it to me multiple times in the 48 hours I saw him last.
Ding, 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 ding. In fairness to him, the amount of times I look at him and go, "Deception, disgrace."
Disgrace. That's the song in that movie. Oh no, that's in 2. That's in 2. I want to come over when you guys get to Lion King 1.5. I want to experience that with you.
Yes, we will wait for you. I actually think what we should do is, important to note, my fiance, God bless him, the best man ever made, save for Jesus, you know? Maybe St. Peter and St. Joseph, okay? So, like, beyond those 3, my fiance, he texted me while I was on a Disney cruise, and I was like, "Honey, what's your favorite Disney movie?" And he goes, "Honestly, I think I'd have to watch them all to have an answer to that." And my heart just grew 3 sizes and was like, "I love you. We'll do that." We have watched the first 3 Disney movies ever made. We are working up to, like, we just finished Fantasia, so I think our next one is Dumbo. I actually think the next one is, like, Melody Time and then Make Mine Music, but I don't feel the need to watch those with him.
No, I don't think I've ever seen those.
I have. They're fun and they're cute, but, like, they're no one's favorite Disney movie unless your job is, like, you are the director of the New York Symphony Orchestra.
Yeah.
Okay? And even that person might be like, "Okay, but have you seen Encanto?"
True.
Anyway, so our next film is Dumbo. I'm excited to watch it. He's excited to watch it. He's, like, really sweet in saying, "We'll watch all of them in order from release." But I think when we get to Lion King, I think we should watch Lion King 1.5, and then Lion King 2 all in one go. Like, I think that should be our Saturday afternoon, and we invite all of our friends over to watch him realize why his favorite Disney movie is trash.
I agree. That'd be such a fun, like, Saturday afternoon if we had like a rainy day and we all just like gathered around the couch in the living room and watched all 3 Lion Kings. That'd be perfect.
Yes, the cats.
I just want to be there.
Chill. Except for Milo, who's feral.
He is feral. You mean Krylo?
Oh my gosh, Riley. I got this new game. It's called Happy Little Dinos. It's almost over. It's so fun. And literally one of your playable characters is called a Triceratops.
I call that player when I eventually play that game with you.
Ryan's
I call
character
it.
that he's played most recently is called a Nervous Rex, the little yellow T-Rex.
Okay, now I'm torn. Now I don't know which one I resonate more with.
Then there's a little purple one that's Bad Luck Bronto.
That's cute.
And then there's just a little green Stego. Little green Stego is my favorite because he's got a little face that's just like, dazed and confused. He's so cute.
I love that.
Yes. Yeah, I love him. Anyway.
Yeah, we're going to need to play that game.
We're going to need to play that game. It's so fun. We also are going to need to end this podcast. It's just got to be over now.
Okay.
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 Okay. If for some reason you're still here and you're not us.
Why?
First of all, you weren't invited and we asked you to leave, so get out. Never come back. Make sure you dislike, you unsubscribe. You've never had notifications because you were never invited. Don't come back. Get out.
And get out of here because it's not for you.
Not for you. Maybe we'll see you again. Maybe we won't. Who knows? Bye.
Bye.